Hey guys, it's Glenn from glenscarcollection.com. Just got done with the showing, so I figured I'd do just a quick vlog and give you an ownership update on my 2020 M340i X-Drive. So the lease is almost up. The lease is up June 1st, and the lease may actually end earlier, so I'll get to that in this video. I'm going to do I've done it last year. I did a 2-year comprehensive review on this car and maybe a couple updates here and there. I'll do a comprehensive 3-year review before we get rid of it. It was a 3-year lease, and go over the good and the bad, what it cost to maintain, if there were any issues with the car. Overall, I really like the car. I think this 3 Series for a non-M car is probably one of the best 3 Series I've ever owned. And I have to make some decisions what I'm going to do with this car. So the lease is up June 1st, and if you like these kind of videos, remember hit the subscribe button. So for the winter, just because the weather hasn't been cooperating, we haven't had snow. We've actually had a lot of rain this winter here in the Northeast, and just a lot of gloomy days where I don't want to take, review a lot of cars from dealerships. We have over 1,000 different cars reviewed on this channel now in the 5 years we've had this channel. A lot of times if they're still on the road, these dealership cars, these high-end cars that I drive, I don't want to take them out on the roads with salt because these cars are for sale. And, you know, sometimes the weather's gloomy, and if I film a video, it just looks horrible, so it's not worth posting. So for the winter, I'm probably just going to do 1 video a week on Mondays. So, but how I'll make up with it is I'll do some shorts as I see things or startups or run into cars or see cars. I'll do some quick shorts that I'll just post sporadically when I see them. So, for example, you're going to want to hit the notification bell because I won't have a set schedule for those shorts. And if you want to see more videos, if you want to see 2 or 3 videos a week like I usually do, you got 1,000 videos on the channel. I'm sure you haven't seen all 1,000. Acceleration for you. This car is really fast. BMW claims a 4.1 0 to 60 with the X-Drive, 4.3 for the rear drive version. But I know a lot of the car magazines have got 3.8, and I believe it. It feels faster than 4.1 seconds to me. And if you compare yourself with all the cars I'm seeing here, 4Runners, CRVs, Camrys, Corollas, you know, it's probably faster, except for like the Teslas. It's faster than most of the cars you're going to encounter in your daily commute. So if you need passing power on the highway, or just, you know, the acceleration lane to merge on the highway or whatever, you have plenty of power to do that. And that's what I like about it. I think it strikes a great balance of power and fuel mileage. And because the run flat tires are very expensive, ask me how I know. I had to buy 2 rear tires, which I hate doing on a lease, but Glenn's got a heavy foot, so Glenn likes to accelerate. This car, we're right now about to hit 26,000 miles on this very drive, on my drive home, and the lease is up June 1st. I did a 3-year 12,000 mile year lease, and the reason why, if you follow the channel, we had a Jeep Grand Cherokee as well that I was way under the miles. So between the 2 cars, I could have 30,000 miles. The pandemic hit. I leased this car the first day BMW Tenafly reopened. It was like the finance guy's first day back, which was June 1st of 2020. So I leased it for 12,000 miles, because I figured I was going to be home for a while. So I was home even longer, where I was way under the miles. Now things are getting back to normal. I'm driving a lot, probably 30,000 miles a year for work. So now I'm packing up the miles very quickly. So I may get rid of this lease either June 1st, and to me, typically I've done it before where I bought out lease. It doesn't really make sense to lease then buy it out. You usually wind up paying more than if you bought it out the first time, in the first place. So I think I'll probably just, as much as I love this car, I think I'll just return the lease. But I don't want to go over 36,000 miles. So now that I'm driving a lot, I only have 10,000 miles left. So this could happen. This is mid-February when I'm filming this. It could happen where I get to 36,000 miles in April or May and then have to get rid of the lease then. I don't want to pay for over the mileage. So there could be a scenario. I think I may have a little bit of equity in this car. Prices are falling on cars, which is good for my next car, but bad for this car, because obviously I don't have the equity in the lease that I had in my 2019 Jeep Grand Cherokee. And a lot of you probably have in your lease cars the last couple of years. So it's probably going to even itself out. Probably at the end of the day, I'll have no equity. But the cars that I've been looking at the last year or so are dropping in price. So it'll even out, or be like it was in 2019 before the pandemic. So cars I'm looking at, the front runner is probably like an F90 M5. One of my complaints with this car is it's a little too big. The F90 M5 is even bigger. But to get that engine and power, and I need a good highway car. So I go up and down New Jersey, up and down the Turnpike, the Parkway, 287. So I could drive 80 miles just to do a showing. But this car can get 30 miles to the gallon on the highway, going at quick highway speeds, let's put it that way. And an M5 will not. So is my gas bill going to double driving 20,000 miles a year up and down the turnpike? I don't know. So that's something to think about. Also like the E63S, maybe I'll do a video of what I like about different cars. Also like a 2000 CPO Panamera 4S. The Porsche's even bigger. It's like a 7 Series size, which is too big for me. It does shrink though when you drive it hard. One big advantage over BMW Mercedes is you still get a 2-year warranty instead of a 1-year on warranty. So BMW, Mercedes, Audi, 1 year, 12-month unlimited mile warranty. Porsche, it's a 2-year unlimited mile warranty. So who knows, maybe I'll only keep this car 2 years because my business could change where I need more of a highway car, less of a highway car, bigger car, smaller car. So 2 years kind of sounds really good for me. So it would be nice to have the car under warranty the whole time. I'm sure a Panamera maintenance costs even more than an M5 or an E63 AMG Mercedes, so that's something to consider there as well. I think the only Audi I really like, I haven't driven a new RS3, which I'm sure I like, but I think the back seat is too small for my real estate business. And the RS5 or the RS7, just the way the back is shaped, there's not that much headroom, so that could be a detriment as well. So we'll see. So those are definitely choices. This car's been great overall. Again, I'll do a comprehensive 3-year review so you guys could know the pros and cons, what I'm paying in lease payment, my buyout. I have to get this car inspected for the lease to see, I guess, if I owe anything on the lease with wear and tear. But overall, it's been a great car, and I would probably definitely do it over again. I would probably get another one of these again if it was the same price. My lease payment was so cheap getting the pandemic. I believe it's a couple $100 more a month now. And the problem was because I had all those extra miles on the Jeep that wasn't driven, I had like between the two cars 25 to 30,000 miles a year. So it made sense to only do this for 12,000 miles. The issue is going to be is with this car is I can't do another 12,000 mile a year lease. So if it's an extra 200 a month for 12,000 miles and when I'm driving 30, I'll get killed, right? So it makes sense to get something that's CPO that I own, and I can just put as many miles as I have to on it, and get something that's already depreciated. I'm sure it would depreciate more with 20 to 30,000 miles a year, but it's not like a new car where I'm going to lose 50% of its value because of all the miles I'm putting on it. Let me know your questions on the car below. Let me know what car you want me to review next. I know you guys like the Porsches, you like the BMW M cars, the exotics. All right, guys, thanks again for watching, and I will see you next time.